Right, this is a composition that's really hard to engage into, and if T1 ever lose map control, trying to get onto Maokai, trying to take down individual targets against the Kench is going to be extremely difficult.
And when you're second to those objectives with Maokai saplings in every brush, you're going to be getting poked out by the Jace, which could be difficult.
T1. And I'm going to be looking towards how are the junglers able to punish the lack of flashes.
W as Faker gets the charm, he stomps it to the skies, but I don't think it's going to be enough because his flash is already down, and first blood goes to Xiaohu.
Simply incredible throughout the World Championship.
Certainly has. And now Faker is going to dash in, finds the charm under the Tom Kench. Faker has to get out of there though, can't be snapped, the hostile takeover. Gets so much work done, the Devour's in, but the kill's there for Ona. Xiaohu now going down low as Faker dashes forward once again, but it looks like they'll have to settle for one and a
He just
Herald.
woke up, T1 finds the angle, and Weibo give up the Herald and a kill.
Exactly, and maybe going to lose some farm down on bot side as well, because Chris has no TP, but Zeus.
Nature's Grasp comes in, he gets pulled back, he's interrupted from the ultimate. Zeus does get a knock up there and a shield, but I think he's still dead. And there it is, the answering kill from the Shy.
Yeah. Move speed turns out pretty good.
It's a pretty good stat. And Zeus not going to, he's actually going to utilize some move speed to move out of the Infernal Chains. Look at
nice
that.
transition.
Proving your point immediately, Azale. You love to see it. Owner is here though, it's going to be a 2v2. Zeus taking a bit of damage as the Q comes down. There's the ulti, Nature's Grasp, but look at the knockups, the kickback. Weiwei punches him out of it. The Dawning Shadow flies through to help get the kill onto Zeus. It looked good for T1 and Weibo struck
Might
back.
be getting ganked.
Yeah, Carry is going to move on up here as Zeus is going to break those chains. Carry is looking for that handshake angle as already the Shy has done a fair bit of damage, but I don't think it is going to be enough as it's Alco Gaming for the Shy and he will go down. Ona grabs that kill.
Dying there with no TP does mean there's going to be a pretty big push. You can see Guma. Of course, you have to compare that with Crisp's goal.
Oh, brings him back in with a twisted advance, the kickback as well as Weiwei gets out the punch, and now Xiaohu coming on in. Ona's going to burn down, and no bailout for you. Light's in a bit of trouble with the
Soften up T1 just a little bit here. 4 versus 3 in this moment, but Faker's wrapping around from the top side of the fight. The Shy pretty far away from this one, and Zeus is moving in, gets over the wall. There's the ult. It's going to be dodged as he gets himself out of there with the unbound soul.
It looks like Weibo isn't even going to give him the opportunity as
Oh, there's the kick flash. Xiaohu's going to be pushed into Faker. The flash forward, but the charm is going to miss. What? The Pierce doesn't land, and Xiaohu just walks it up. No worries there at all as Crisp is under the turret. They throw down Herald, but Zeus has found 2 with the ultimate life. Goes down so low, but isn't going to survive. Weiwei trying to get himself out of there, and the Shy is given up on. Weiwei running the wrong direction, but they at least get the dragon.
Weibo get the dragon, but T1 get the kill. Xiaohu lucky to get out of that one, but Weiwei, he's going home in the body bag. You can harass your opponent, but Guma
could be in a bit of trouble here as Crisp looks for it. The immediate cleanse does get out of the way. Nature's Grasp isn't going to connect, but there is the twisted advance. Hostile takeover across everyone though, but the Shy is just gigantic. Guma trying to hop away. The Fates call the knockups, and meanwhile Weiwei is going down. Faker collects it before falling down. Crisp has to go though because he's so incredibly low, and Zeus is tearing them to shreds. Weibo lying on the floor now as T1 look to tidy up Crisp, and they won that team fight even better than the last.
Guma refuses to go down. Carrier saves him, coming in with the hostile takeover at T1. They're on the barrel.
It's not exactly behind Xiaohu, but he's pretty fast. As Xiaohu's going to avoid the charm for now. Shock Blast connects onto Faker there as well. He's still going to look for that reset angle, and now with the Baron buff in tow, T1 feel like they don't need a reset to try and break open the base of Weibo here in Game 1 of the finals. Nature's Grasp flying forward. Ona still has that GA, remember. Chris going down so incredibly low. Zeus just executes the Shy up to the side, and there is another one. This guy's Yone is just absurd. And the inhibitor's going to go down. Weiwei is burning there as well, as now Xiaohu tries to be the hero, but it does not work out, and I think T1 are just going to end Game 1 here.
And the early game, T1 not able to get a bunch of crucial kills, but they don't let it phase them. They are able to find the one skirmish they're looking for, take the Baron, and from that point on, Weibo doesn't get to fight back.
And now 1-0 here in the World Final. T1 on the red side as well, going to be able to walk away victorious. It was an early game composition and it was executed very well, but I felt like there were angles for Weibo to go back and try and retcon and figure it out for Game 2.
I mean, it's tough, right? Weibo did win out in a lot of those early game skirmishes. They were getting the kills, but T1 played an immaculate objective game. I think at that point, T1 has an incredible 1-3-1. They really can attack those side lanes so heavily with the Nocturne as well. And you do have that flanking top laner that I was talking about as the final piece, Solon Maokai. You have the hostile takeover. You have the Nocturne ult. You have a flanking
jungler that can enable you. As I say, that Owner is in top.
Yeah, Zeus dashing forward. The needlework is out. Snip, snip. Going to connect, but doesn't do too much. And in goes Ona. The flash out was incredible from the Shy. Ona gets taken down to, oh my goodness, about 1 health. But will be able to walk away. But I don't think he's going to be excited about ganking the Shy anytime soon. Although Zeus is just going to go. That is just not fair.
That is the Shy encapsulated. Zoned off the bot wave, so T1 punishing so heavily here.
Yeah, the flash forward from Carrier finds the handshake this time. The Infernal Chains come in. He's lit on fire. He's speared, and Kumayushi cashes in.
Not been able to claim that big title they've been chasing, but Zeus showing up so far.
Yep, another teleport to come in here as they do manage to secure this Rift Herald. We'll see whether Weibo can get themselves out of here. Light going to be hostile takeovered, but he's the only one. And now Zeus looking for the target. Faker dives in though as well. He's going to collect the first with the help of Ona. The Shy goes down. The rest of Weibo will scatter, but they do get the objective and only lose 1 for now.
And Weibo gonna be happy that at the very least they did get the Herald. But it did have to
invest. But he does put that ward down. That is going to get there. The Drake going down very, very low. And now the paranoia comes in. Faker looks for the Spirit Rush, and he does find it. The hostile takeover is massive as they get rid of Light immediately. Weiwei taken down for the double kill for Ona. Xiaohu now trying to get some damage in the back end. It does take down the Nocturne, but it's Chris fighting on the bottom side of the map. And Kumayuchi is going to cash in once again. And T1 wipe the fight.
And it's T1 winning everywhere. The fight breaks down into multiple skirmishes. He's been cashing in, and Weibo trying to start something here.
Here's another one, the Nature's Grasp. They all line up behind, but it's a decent charm to come through their hostile takeover for some phenomenal disengage. And it looks like T1, they don't want to deal with it. Faker dashes over the wall. Remember, they don't have a turret here. The charm is going to split them. Carrier tries to get it. He goes forward and then just explodes. And then Ona thinks that that's his moment. It's a double again for this Nocturne, and he survives. The logistics protocol's coming in.
Being able to see these iconic picks and their comfort is working out so well.
Paranoia comes in once again as the flash out from the Shy may not be enough. They're under the turret. Ona is tanking it up, and Zeus is going to finish it. Inner turret should now be next on the clock.
And because the rest of T1 is standing guard, Weibo can't try and turn the fact that Owner is towards responding, and T1, they're looking for more.
Yep, Xiaohu already taking a bit of poke damage. Light will turn up. As 4 members are here, teleport event not available for the Shy, but they dive in. The turret goes down. The needlework just rips the center to shreds. And Zeus just by himself destroying everyone. Hostile takeover comes in. Light has the cleanse, but you can't cleanse death. It's a triple kill for Zeus, and they'll get to work on the inhibitor. It might just be the game right here.
Zeus playing like his namesake. A god, this guy is going crazy in the finals.
Just extraordinary as Zeus helps clear up this second Nexus turret, and T1 at match point already.
And by the end of that game, the kill score is 1-14.
That was a little bit even more one-sided than the last game, and T1 really on the back of Zeus, the man who had been performing.
Barring any major Owner or Carrier interference, you're not going to have the best of times. Same for bot lane, Varus Bard, going to be really tough to deal with. So I do think that Weibo have a lot of prio setup, and compare that, or add the Belv after that.
He just uses Lightning Rush, so I think he's in trouble.
Yeah, there's the flash Q3 from Zeus. The Shy is in trouble. The Lightning Rush is on cooldown. He gets slowed down by the cripple, and the Q's going to land. Ona secures it, and that is first blood for T1.
We will see if Weibo is able to maybe make a play towards bot side as Owner making his way over to mid.
Yeah, it's going to safeguard forward there as Faker dashes in, and Xiaohu will survive. Faker just barely managing to walk away. As now they come in. Oh, the grand entrance, phenomenal from Carrier. We'll see whether he can survive though. He's trying to get out. The piercing arrow will do it. And and Weibo Gaming even out the scoreline. 3 versus 1. He does try and get out. There's the World Ender. He's trying to avoid all of this CC, and it's not going to work. There's the kill for Weibo. CS advantage, Lightning Rush to get him out of there. Arizona just mini-stun, kick into the wall. That is going to be the execution, but the ultimate is going to be there from the Shine. After the flash, he will survive, and now it's Weiwei's turn. Can he actually get this one as Ona? About 50%. The safeguard to try and get out the flash, but the knockup, it's still there, and Crisp comes in for the kill. They get some knockups. Zeus will survive, but not the Lee Sin. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, the Blade Caller.
Guma and Keria are so hard to attack in a lot of these situations.
Oh, Q going to connect there. Nice little knockup as Keria tries to find it. There's the quickness onto 2. The kick gets the knockup onto Xiaohu. The Emperor's Divide only gets Ona, but that will get him out. But Weiwei's not going to be so lucky. The Shy got in here, and now he might be in trouble. He breaks the chains, but is he still going to be able to get out? Gumayushi decides he wants to fight light towards the bottom side. That was the right call. Zeus grabs the double kill, and Weibo lose out on the fight.
And while the laning setup is there this time around for Weibo, their early game looking a lot better. The skirmishes, they're still not able to make work, although teleport coming in.
Yeah, teleport from this top side of the river. Xiaohu coming in, looking for the opportunity, doesn't have the ultimate. They secure the Drake, does T1. Grand Entrance not going to find the target there. Onto Crisp as the Tempered Fate comes in. Faker trying to play bouncer to keep his team alive, and the ultimate doesn't really work out here from Crisp. Still, they don't lose too much, even though Xiaohu is on the other side of the map, and they're buying time for the fact that there's just
so on Weibo's side of the fight.
Yeah, Faker just going to backflip away from the knockup from Weiwei. So Weibo not going to find too much there as Ona in the river. Zeus just clearing out this Gromp, wanting to get some control back, and looks like T1 happy to start off this Drake, although it's not behaving itself all that much. Keria, with all of his buttons up and available, the engage potential is going to be there. Control Ward just eviscerated here as T1 trying to do the same thing. Teleport now to come forward. As Zeus on that flank angle, the Shy now here, and Gumayushi pretty safe now on that back line.
Look at Keria though. It's so hard for Weibo to walk up because Keria is on that sideline. They know he's there.
Yeah, he flashes in. He finds himself the charm onto 4. There is the ultimate from the Shy, but it just doesn't quite do enough. They try and get out, but Faker has the perfect execution and locks down his fellow ninja. Xiaohu now taking a whole lot of damage, and Faker is in the shroud. He's toying with him. It's a double kill. What? Somewhere! And back in again. It's a triple for Faker. Zeus is going to be able to block down the next one. Faker eventually goes down, but it's 4 for him and Gary.
Has really been impressive in team fights, and it just feels like a rejuvenated Faker.
And he goes again, as now Ona looking for that opportunity as well. Backflip connects also as the perfect execution comes forward. Has he overstepped? The answer is no, because he had the stopwatch anyway, and now the cavalry comes in. Crisp, the next to go down. Weiwei, he's under a turret. Zeus flashes on top. The lethal Aatrox gonna get it done, and T1, they feel like it's Baron time.
Look at the next Baron, and they're going to win the series in Keria.
Gonna get knocked up here as Ona comes on over. He's here to protect his support. The quickness ties them all up, and Xiaohu going to be the next target. He finds 2 with the Emperor's Divide, but Crisp just evaporates. Weiwei going to suffer the same fate as Zeus is on the warpath light, able to sidestep, finds the chains of corruption, but there's not enough damage. Xiaohu decent flash to try and get himself out, but he's not out of the woods yet as Faker tidies up that kill, and they are just so far ahead. Ona secures light with a sonic wave, and the Shy finds himself alone heading back towards his base. That's the double kill. That's the clean ace. But it's heartbreaking as now they take a magical journey over. Zeus, he likes this one though. 1 versus 3. He's absorbing so much. The Emperor's Divide, it comes in, but he's still alive. What is going on? Faker tidies up the burst. Everyone's just exploding as Weiwei trying to get something done, but it does not matter. T1 are too strong.
4 times T1 has lost in a game 5. 4 times they've been knocked out, and 4 times they have got back up for this moment.
It was 7 years since their last, a decade since their first. The SKT legacy has been reignited. T1 will be your 2023 World Champions.
It took them 2 years to win a title again. Spring 2021, this roster came up, they stomped the LCK, they stomped the playoffs, And then at MSI, we started to see the cracks. And then last year at Worlds, it felt like they'd been able to recuperate from all that. But it wasn't the case. It took them one more year to take the lessons that they'd learned in 2022.
And so many had doubts after what had happened in the summer split. But you can see that joy on this team. And you can see the devastation on the side of Weibo as they look on. T1, they must feel like this is a long time coming. They had to work so incredibly hard to get here to this stage.
And how much sweeter that victory has to be after time and time and time again. This T1 roster tasted the bitter defeat. They were the ones on the receiving end of these losses. It started to feel like they might never be able to do it.
You can see as we head towards the trophy ceremony presented by Mercedes-Benz. Oh, the Summoners Cup, beautiful, crafted by Tiffany and Co. T1 finally hoisting it with the new name. SKT was their name when they had the first three, and now this team that so many adore will finally hoist the Summoners Cup.
And they've waited for it. Last year, the story wasn't about them. But this year it is. All the pent-up emotion for this team, all the disappointment, it's led to this.
And what an incredible run. With 4 LPL teams remaining, T1 were the last team from any other region, let alone the LCK. They took down BLG 2-0. They swept LNG. They crumbled JDG's Golden Road. And now, here in the finals, another sweep, absolute domination against Weibo. There is no doubt who the greatest team in the world today is.
And you can see Faker especially looking on while his teammates are raising the cup as well. He's done it 3 times. This is the first time, and he'll hoist it for the 4th.